welcome back. I just finally got into another table. I tried to launch the stream when it was 3 people at the table, including myself, and then was waiting for close to 20 minutes for a fourth, and then so I just canned the stream and I'm just starting it now as I've got a table together. So anyhow, we'll jump over. We can break down the setup. I'm picking third. I'll just say hi quickly. Don't recognize any of these players. Maybe actually this player. Maybe I recognize this player. Don't know. Oh yeah, this person's actually doing pretty well in Arena. Yes, solid rating. This person's got a solid rating after 23 games. Eggs. All right, cool. This is a good, decent table. Nice. This person's being played a lot of Arena, or yeah, they've just been playing tons of Arena and doing pretty good. Wow, cool. All right, so what do we got here? Pass tiles. We've got 2 scoring ones in, dwelling and shipping, and we've got the temp ship as well. So both ship tiles are in. So we're missing 2 of the scoring tiles. Trading post and big building. And this, and what else is gone? The priest. So stuff like swarmlings aren't apt to be picked. We're also missing, 3 workers basically. So even stuff like darklings, I find, can be a little bit harder early without that big building pass tile to get them going. Big buildings, towns into big buildings. This is a little awkward. Track says definitely to get your dwellings out early. And with this sort of ship and dwelling stuff in, like this kind of looks like a solid mermaids setup. Whenever you see dwellings into spades, which can sort of be somewhat interpreted as repeating rounds, like you can just dig down more dwellings this round. If you get out enough dwellings, you can actually abuse this event a little bit, which could be kind of a nice way to score your TPs, just because there's the TP pass tile in. So something that wants a big building, like that doesn't really need a big building in the game. Stuff like cultists, even nomads maybe, we just delay it to the 4th. Witches are kind of, yeah, okay, so we have mermaids and nomads. Cultists might skip this altogether, or this could be like an SA if they needed it for a town. It's a bad alchemist setup. Darklings are always fine, but this is kind of an ugly setup for them. The ship tiles in. Just played engineers, so I don't really want to do that. It's a little bit ugly for dwarves with both shipping tiles in. So what am I saying? Cultists? I've been off cultist for a long time. Really thinking mermaids or nomads, but this will be interesting here. Yeah, without the big building tile in the game, even as Darklings, building around 6 strongholds just isn't very good point conversion. Could be okay if your big building tiles in, you're fighting for network and the landscape's important and stuff, but I don't really know. I guess cultists actually are probably the most sensible pick here. Although I haven't been playing a lot of cultists lately. I kind of forget what the interaction is with nomads in the game. I think you just mean you want to start here on e6. And witches. I mean, witches are always just good on fjords. Delaying your stronghold this late can be kind of tricky, just because you usually want to try to get up here and set up this town. You do have some hexes that are under threat with mermaids. But with temp ship in the game, you might just, well, no, probably even with temp ship in the game, you just start with the spade and you dig this stuff down and you temple up. Probably. Which means cultists just get worker power. Nomads probably just get one of the coins tiles, and then Mermaids just get temp ship in first seat. Or Witches take temp ship and give Cultists a spade, and Mermaids just get coins. Like, that's a big swing. Do Cultists get a spade here? Or, right, like the difference between Cultists getting a spade versus not, and the difference between Mermaids getting temp ship versus coins are all downstream effects of like how Witches are going to start. Yeah. Temp ship is kind of cool because you can start here or here and just build to the other one of them on temp ship. Do this. Spade down a dwelling. You can almost do like a mini rush. How do I feel about Cultists here? Cultists can build a stronghold in the last round, which is okay points. Can be kind of a trap sometimes if you're trying to fight for network here, which there is have to be a decent network race here, like between Nomads and stuff. Like, yeah, I think Witches should take spade. I would take spade as Witches here. Temp ship's cool. It's fun. Temp ship's actually just really good for Witches when like the spade isn't in, but you can just still have an amazing open. But you know, as the saying goes, a spade is a spade. I don't think this auction should last that long. I don't think Nomads are bad here. Mermaids have an okay setup. I don't think any of these factions should go below 20. I don't think. Witches just have a nice start because they can basically just temple for whatever they want and just like without even using any of their power. Just get down. They can just open Temple 3 Dwelling without even spending any of their power. Yeah. How are the cult rewards for cultists? 4 power is a little underwhelming, but feeding into a spade round, if that 4 power helped them get double dig, or even a spade in round 2, then this reward is doing work for them. Coins going into round 3 is nice. Yeah, these cult rewards are solid for cultists. Early spades are really nice for them, and these are like rounds going into rounds 4 and 6, basically. Really, I feel like it's not obvious here who's like the 30 faction. Nomads, then I think cultists just start here because Nomads are here. Cultists can ship down here and here. I think this stuff is pretty protected for them. Black's not in the game, which is nice, and yellow won't touch them. Then Witches are here and building up here with a spade. So this is all stuff like that. Mermaids start here and they'll just basically dig this to get out. So it's hard to say. Maybe Mermaids won't start here, actually. And they'll start here and here. And then do cultists just start here and dig this way and connect up this way? I actually like doing that with cultists. But gray isn't in, so does this even give you any neighbors? Not really. Other than maybe Nomad's 3rd dwelling. So where is cultist's 2nd dwelling here? Is it E9? And I'll just bid a point off cultists. I don't actually know. I mean, that's what I say on every stream, right? I don't know. Sorry, I'm just reaching for the coffee pot. Yeah, and are Witches actually the best here? I'm sort of bidding on them because they're Witches. I guess Witches with a spade. That's probably on Fjords is enough of a justification. They can delay their Sanctuary or their Stronghold until round 4. And they still, well, do they get this hex? Mermaids start G6. They might be able to knock this out on them. But I guess Mermaids have other connection options. if nomads aren't building an early stronghold, then this stuff is all just probably, like, witches can just probably dig this stuff. Like, they start on the spade, they might even get a spade in round 2. They probably just bust through here, and they're starting here. They probably just connect through this stuff. So I think they connect okay without the stronghold, even if this is taken. I think it's a northern connection route. With nomads here, I guess mermaids do just want to do this stuff. So maybe cultists don't do this town and they don't start here. Is this a game where cultists start e6 and 9? They do stuff here, they get early leech here, and this never develops into a town. This is a town for them, and they ship up here and they're friends with witches. So this is a town, that's a town. And mermaids just get double dig. Mermaids just get double dig, and they just get to do a dwelling rush. Isn't that just what they want to do? And the dwelling rush on fjords is an e4 g6 start, where you take i6 round 1 to open this up. You dig this with your second spade, opening this up, and then you do this, and you build 5 dwellings. You end with 7 dwellings. So you build 5 dwellings, not 6. So it's sort of 2 points worse than the base map dwelling rush, but it's the same number of worker production. And I think you just do that. Try to pass for some coins, temple up for water 1, maybe hard dig down a dwelling, although it seems like a lot of stuff to do round 2, but that seems like a fine game plan. This stuff might not develop into anything unless you do a funky town here later, because witches are probably just starting here. Yeah, it's only if you get temp ship though. But who else is taking temp ship? I guess nomads? Cultists don't want it. I've seen Zevok do some temp ship stuff, like, I don't know, it's basically just like single spade in a dwelling. Yeah. Witches could dwelling rush, giving cultists the spade. That's nice. Cultists save their power for round 2. They probably get this reward, and they might even get double dig in round 2. Seems pretty good. All these things make sense. I just don't know what that means auction-wise. I guess looking at the color wheel, nomads and witches fare better here than cultists and mermaids. I have to remember that about cultists, that they're fighting over blacks. With mermaids, except for just not that many that they care about. There just aren't that many black hexes on this map that mermaids are going to nuke. I don't know. There's no other cult faction in, so that's going good for cultists. Cultists probably just need to be bid down more. But I don't like cultists 10 points more than mermaids or nomads here. Fatty, you're saying witches could dwelling rush as well, but it's probably only with single dig, and that means on temp ship, right? So they single spade 1, 2, 3. Well, that's only 4 dwellings if they get down. So it'd be like TP5 dwelling opening. If they get double dig, that would be a hoot. But I think mermaids probably just. I mean, ship VPs and there's 3 power tiles in the game, right? So if mermaids, yeah, can just take double dig if they want it. The interesting thing will be whether mermaids place on G6. Like a G6 placement is good for mermaids if they're getting temp ship, but if they're not, it just means that they. Well, I guess they can still take double dig because they would just dig G5. That seems kind of awkward, but. And then it's just like a sanctuary landscape town here. All right. Yeah, this auction could have been completely wrong. I don't really know, to be honest. I don't really have like it set in my mind how this is going to break for cultists. I also, did I say I was starting at E9 here as cultists? Is that what I committed to here? I think I muttered that that's what you were supposed to do here. But I forget why. Oh, because nomads are up in your business here. Possibly they start here, and that's annoying. So then you want to connect west. So you double dig this, which you can. Mermaids might take this hex, which is just annoying as cultists. Well, I guess it's fine. You have a temple. You just would sanctuary. Okay, so cultists could do this stuff. Problem with E9, E6, and actually what am I talking about? Why I will not start there is where the heck do you spade? It's bad. But I think you do start E6, because if not, you lose that hex, and I think you can just take this later. It's got to be E6 here. I guess it's just E6, H4, which is just a little awkward because you can't, I guess you're just not double templing here. I'd probably just delay my second temple until round 2, and I'm just following the track, building dwellings and digging in the first 2 rounds. H4 seems very underwhelming, but I guess someone's coming, like mermaids might dig this. And if not, then I'll just dig it. Yeah. Yeah, H2. What about H2? I mean, no better neighbors, I guess, is the thing. It gives you earlier expansion. I'm going to go H4, and then we'll sit and think about H2 and why it might have been better. I mean, the thing is, I either get these hexes or I have neighbors on them. Like, if someone digs them on me, then I have neighbors, and I can just go this way. I think it looks awkward. As cultists, you tend to just always want to start adjacent to people because, you know, your whole cult ability. But I think this is fine. I think this gets filled in by people pretty quickly. I assume this is just E4. I think it's mermaids, it's always, pretty much always E4 on this map. I think the question is it G6 or F7? Correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but that's, okay, so there we have a neighbor. Maybe I just temple here then. I mean, this is lovely. Oh, do I just spade E5 first action? That seems fun. Oh, I super have to. If someone takes that, then I don't have a place to use my single spade in round 1. So that's really annoying. right? Like I need to get a dwelling down in round 1. And like, yeah. And then I just get a lot of leech. Okay, so this is double dig. Oh, so this is G5. Like you don't take ship VP unless you're opening double dig, and the only two places mermaids can spade right now are G5 and F3. Okay, so this is a little awkward. Yeah. Okay. Not sure why we're waiting for mermaids conversions here, but there we go. So I would love to upgrade to get more leech, but am I actually just single spading right now? Because that opens up 2 dwellings for me this round. And then fire 1 and 2 accepts gives me the power bonus. But I think that it has to be the correct play here, right? I mean, no, absolutely not. I mean, this has to just be correct, I think. I am playing against nomads and not fakirs. Yeah, okay. That looked really bad for a second. I mean, I made this move without thinking too much about it, but like, I'm curious if anyone disagrees with this. I think this is just correct here, right? Because that single spade gets me 2 dwellings in a dwelling round. George, your comment of and pivot to double temple, I assume that was... when did you make that comment? Probably prior to... Yeah, I'm just curious what happened that made you think I had to double temple here. That was always a backup, which is always a little awkward on... Well, no, it's not that awkward on single spade. It's fine. After mermaids did go, I see. Guess I do just take these steps on fire. Yeah. There's always a chance that someone doesn't give me the next step, but yeah. Whatever. I'm super sure what witches are doing here. I think they're just super committed to a dwelling rush. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is that what that worker's action was? Getting the dwellings is good. Yeah, these days have sort of been on the hot take of like double temples overrated. And actually just worker production is also fine. So like maybe I build a temple next round. Maybe I just wait until round 3 and just take an early copy of water one. I don't know. Oh, it's just building a stronghold. Right. Yeah, stronghold 4 dwellings is good stuff. So I'm actually going to build, normally I would just build up my dwellings first and delay giving people power, so they have to burn more tokens if they want coins or whatever. But I actually want to know if I'm getting this accept or not, because if I'm not, then there's no real point. Like, there are coins in this game. I'm really sort of taking Fire 1 partially because it gives me the extra bonus. Okay, so I am getting it. Anyhow, I could have just pivoted to just taking Earth 1 kind of thing, but that's my point. Normally I wouldn't build, just for newer players, like the sequencing is like, if I know I'm taking an econ favor, I can just build my dwellings. So why give nomads the power now so he can take coins? Like, he might as well burn the power tokens, like force them to burn power tokens and give them their reach later in the round. But I just wanted to do this to know what favor tile I was taking. Because if that was a decline, then I might have actually just pivoted to an early copy of Earth 1, which I think would be like pretty okay here. Could have also taken water too. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah. Could always just take water too. All right, so now it's just some dwellings and no steps. Yeah. So nomads presumably are double digging next round, which I think is fine. They just dig E5, D3. Mermaids are just saving power for coins, probably. And I'm just going to be the single spade warrior. Or if I don't get any spades, do I just build a stranded temple on E6? I don't hate that. Oh yeah, it is just a dwelling rush. Yeah. Only downside to stronghold. Well, stronghold and like stronghold 4 dwelling is sort of the like end board state of the opening that I think we were talking about. Only real downside to it usually is that you end up like you spend your early power on workers and then just get out a bunch of dwellings. You're just like workers and then more workers, and so the only downside is getting coins. But like all the coins are in this game. So this looked like a cool stronghold 4 dwelling setup because you probably just get to pass on coins, if not going into round 2. Like you'll have coins this game. Yeah, this makes sense for mermaids. Let's get a bunch of coins. I guess they just send the first priest to water. Yeah. And the cool thing about Stronghold, the Stronghold 4 dwelling opening, is it's actually better points in a dwelling round than it is in a big building round. So like this is kind of the opening that you want it, right? It's like, it's not when you're on the big building tile, and it's not in a big building round necessarily. It's like in a dwelling round on tempship. But often people would just be like, well, if I'm not on the big building tile and it's not a big building event, how do I justify getting a big building out? And it's like, tempship in a dwelling round is one way to do it. Especially if everyone else takes the spades from you, pivoting to workers. Yeah, it just like would have made sense here. I guess the downside in this is that they would have had to build their stronghold here or here. If like blue was in the game or something, or black actually would be best, they could just build their stronghold here and then know that they could spade this later, and then it would have been really nice. They can open with another Act 6. Mermaids. Do they get Act 6? I think nomads get Action 6. thought it was 5-3. Yeah, they're just 0-3-3 and they don't have any power income. So I guess I'm just passing for worker power here. Probably. I don't really have a great place to double dig even if it was offered to me. There's an argument for single spade because early spades are okay and it's a spade round, so it's slightly better. Also, this is a little annoying for mermaids, and I don't mind annoying them slightly here. Actually, annoying mermaids seems okay. Priest to earth is mermaids. Yeah, priest to earth is mermaids looks good. I just have to think about what power action I'm taking. I think if I pass on to worker power, this is very coin intensive. This is very coin greedy. Pass on to worker power. Take single spade, decline build, temple for earth 1 on e6 and build a dwelling. That's 10 coins. I have 8 and some power. And then that worker is, yeah, I think that's what I do. Is anyone taking single spade? If they do, then I just get coins. I don't know. That's got to be better. I'm not going to sit here and worry about worker power over some coins and stuff. This is fine. Early workers are good. This seems okay. I can just work my way up earth. If I take earth 1, then it just gives me another coin. Then I would end 2 temple, 3 dwelling. Broke as a skunk. And just need to pass on to some coins somehow. Yeah, G3 does look mega annoying to them. Mind you, if I get coins here, I think I just take coins. Like, single spade is cool because it uses all my workers this round, and it's a spade round, and early dwellings are good, but coins are just good. 2-key town, round 2 or 3? Like this round? How do I 2-key town this round? I mean, I guess I just spade build a dwelling and 2 TPs outside of the TP round. I don't value the 2-key town that much, I don't think. Maybe I'm supposed to value it more. Seems okay. I guess mermaids do just get, yeah, like I'm just taking coins here. Everything I said about the single spade is a lie. I don't think I value messing with mermaids. I mean, you're right that it does give me a 2-key town if I expensive TP next round. I don't know. Maybe I should value the 2-key town more. I just don't. Now, if mermaids don't... Yeah, this is a nice early income boost. I agree. It is good. I agree. What did mermaids do with their... Oh, they sent priest to earth, right? I mean, this is very nice for them, but I just think single spade over coins doesn't make a ton of sense. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. I also think I guess a priest to water here is actually fine. Except for I might want 2 priests next round to upgrade shipping, but I can just buy one. Ugh, no, I will sanctuary maybe in round 4 if I have. I mean, you know me in the sanctuary. I'm not about. I just hate sanctuaries. They're just gross. Is this a priest to water? Normally I would just send it to earth for coins, but these water spades are going to be nice. And then I'm just going to try to advance ship twice next turn, get out 2 dwellings and a TP, and then cult spade some stuff. I think that's okay. Your hex, dude. All yours. Man, witches me. Oh, I guess that's another way witches connect on this map. I was going on about I6, and I was like, well, I guess they can dig up here later and connect with the north. There, they did it, connection. Yeah, so Mermaid's game is just really nice, because they opened double dig, Earth 1, passed on to 7 coins, got single spade and a spade round, which opened up 2 hexes, because I was greedy into coins. Yeah, I don't mind that a ton. At this point, do I just temple over here? Why would I temple here? I'll just give one of my opponents power. I'll just be even nicer. You're cultist. Sorry, what was that in response to? You want people to choose? Why are you templing next to the opponent most incentivized to decline you? It's because I assumed he would accept. I don't know. Because most people early in the game accept. Having only one, you can decline. Oh, I see what you mean. If there's 2 people, then usually they're both just going to accept. Too kind to mermaids here. I mean, I guess, so what have I done so far? I've given them 2 free power, and I gave them a single spade. Was I supposed to give up a 7 coins action to take a single spade? I lost cult steps. I don't know if that's me being kind to mermaids. Also, why do mermaids want the 2 key town? Gave them the 2 key town. Is that just a thing that if you can get the 2 key town, everyone just rushes it? Like, I don't know. I guess it's generically pretty good for people here if they can line up some cult stuff, but like, I guess for mermaids because they'll catch a water spade, but they would if they just sent a priest. I don't know. So you contend that I should have given up 7 coins to take single spade 2 turns in a row to block mermaids, and then be friendly to these guys and give them more power. Maybe I'd fire 1 spade might be better. Yeah. I mean, fire 1 doesn't solve all your coin problems. Maybe you're right. There's a lot of coins in the game, and I also have fire 1, but I don't know. I guess the thing is, and maybe it's like something along the lines of like sunk cost fallacy. I mean, it's different than this, but same kind of thing. Is like, because I single spaded in round 1, single spade in round 2 seems worse, which I don't actually think is probably the correct way to evaluate. I think a single spade should just be evaluated as an independent action, but it just like seems like if you're valuing individual single spades and not coins which get you shipping to reach natural browns, like that sort of sequence just seems kind of not great. That makes almost no sense. 2 times Act 5 is only 2 power worse than Act 6. Yeah. Well, 4, but yes. Just a second, guys. Spade probably. And you guys are all over mermaids having 2 key town here. You took single spade over coins in round 2 in your game yesterday. Fair enough. Then it must be correct. Anyhow, I'm taking this temple. Yeah, which is, lots of people can take the 2 key town. Like, the thing is, like, I don't know that there's a way for me to, like, rush. I guess I was supposed to, what, just build an expensive trading post in round 2? It just does not seem like, I don't know. Right. You had a bridge. Okay, you guys are talking about a different game. That's good. You got double spade in round one, and you had a bridge, and then you took a single spade. Generally, as cultists, I often don't rush the 2-key town. Like, I'm more apt to advance shipping and try to reach some natural browns before they disappear by nomad. So if like witches want to just like D-rush into hard dig and just like steal a 2-key town, there isn't that much I can do about it. Like, yeah, SA for fire too. I mean, cultists aren't that good at founding towns, so it's hard to beat people to a 2-key town if that's all they want. So no, I'm in trouble if because I need to pay attention to the sequencing a little bit. If nomads, I mean, nomads could cause me some trouble here, actually. They could pass on to temp ship and life would be really bad. Priest action and expand. Yeah, I think we're going for the priest, yeah. That would have been a 2-key town. Oh, you would have taken a bridge. I mean, it would be next round. It didn't have enough workers this round. So you would have given up a priest to water and paid 3 power for a bridge. I mean, and then, oh, I guess you could just not build the temple. Because you'd also be out of coins in this state. These are my shipping coins. I think, oh, there's a spade there. Okay, yeah, so life's pretty gross. So what I need to do is, George misspelled water 2 above. So I think I'm probably taking a priest here. Temp ship is actually really bad for me here. Because nomads probably just dig both of the brown hexes there. Yeah, so I can take a priest and upgrade ship once now. Yeah, I think the ship VP is good. And then I can upgrade ship twice. But I'm not getting anywhere with 2 ship, presumably, because they're just taking G7 and C4. But I'm wondering if the priest is helpful just for tempo. Yeah, it's kind of rough. Yeah, I think it's a priest. I haven't actually figured out how this is going to work, to be perfectly honest. Advanced ship. I can actually just do this now, which seems good. And then I take ship VP, I expand, I upgrade shipping again. I don't really know where that gets me, but yeah, the problem is with ship VP is I don't know if 2 ship is going to get me anywhere. 3 ship gets me to C5. I could upgrade ship 3 times next round and hard dig down a dwelling on C5. Yeah. Is that what I want to do? Is just try to get... I could do that. H2. So I would need... yeah, I think that's what I'm doing. I was hoping nomads would pass on to the spade. Then I would have done pretty much the same thing. Buy a ship, like buy a priest and upgrade shipping, and then pass on to temp ship, probably. Yeah. D1. Probably witches take that from us, but maybe. I get coins. Yep, coins are good. Do witches want that hex? They do if they're towning on C2. If they're towning on the C2 area, they can, like, this stuff connects through this stuff without this hex if you have this. So, like, if you stronghold over here and then you start developing this area, then you can kick D1 because this stuff connects up to B3 up to here with 3 ship. But if mermaids beat you to there, even if you're on B4, like if mermaids are on B3 and you want a town here, your connection hex is this, I think. Nomads have a million stuff. They have a lot of stuff. Many stuffs, yeah. Yeah, they have a lot of things. They only hadn't stolen our hexes because it wasn't their turn yet. So I guess it is just coins. Yeah, they hadn't played yet. No, it's all good. No, everyone's doing pretty normal. What did witches do? Or mermaids? They sent... okay, they sent priest to water. Witches built a temple for water 1, and then nomads, yeah. Oh, it's all good. Deranged. I'm pretty bad myself. Okay, so I said when I was bidding on cultists, I was like, it's not clear to me how yellow is annoying to brown on this map, but I guess this is kind of how. Posture check. Oh, thank you. That's helpful. Here comes your guys' beloved 2-key town. Maybe. Probably. Sorry, just clicking things. It's all good. There's some random things in there. I forget what else. Which is taking 2-key town would be good. Well, they might. I think they just templed up for it, and now they just build a trading post, don't they? Maybe I should value the 2-key town more. I think as witches I don't. I think as witches well, it's a little awkward because they don't have good spots for trading posts right now, which they want to build, but like I would try to just save my town for here. They don't get us, like witches wouldn't get a spade out of it. So they'd be trading 5 points to borrow power from later in the game and a worker. Yeah. Suggest a poll. Who's winning the game? I mean, mermaids and nomads both seem fine. And yeah, totally, Ryan. Thanks. It's possible I don't get the spade because witches. I mean, it's hard to say whether witches give it to me. I mean, the other option is like c5 isn't contested. I can just take it next round. I could just dig f1 this round. I just upgraded ship twice for tempo reasons, basically, and because I'm on the ship VP and I have coin. Like, it's more of like I'll need ship eventually. But like this round, c5 isn't getting me anything else. So I could just dig on f1, and if I don't get the cult step, then I just send my priest to water. That probably makes more sense. Power for single spade would be... Yeah, I don't think I get it. Like, the plan this round is hard digging. It was never good. It was a 3 ship and then hard dig on c5, and then pray that witches give you the cult spade. But on second thoughts, it's not that much better to just dig f1, secure town stuff. Unfortunately, no one's given me power. Well, I mean, I kind of have bad neighbors for power, or bad adjacency. It's just like mermaids upgrading here. Like, they have no reason to upgrade this. Like, they'll upgrade this first before they, Yeah. After second look, it just like I think I just take f1 this round. It's a pretty chill town. Poll is up. Oh, cool. Thanks, Stranged. There's a short. Cult of the Cult Witches 2-key town. Yeah, I don't know if I can pull this one off. I was so busy disagreeing with you guys about the opening sequence stuff and caring about mermaids that like the thing that I actually don't like about my game is missing out on Nomad's shenanigans. Honestly, that sequence of like them just passing on to temp ship, I don't know. I guess was someone else on it in round 2? Probably not. I guess it was just open. All right, well, this is kind of weird because witches did town up early, but they did it for a priest town. So, I don't know. So yeah, I think this is just a hard dig on f1. If mermaids accept, yeah, I just built a dwelling. I mean, I could build a landscape, but where would I get my dwelling? I know. No, there's no other place for me to ship to get a dwelling. So I just do this. If they give me an accept, then fine. If not, then I just send a priest to water, basically. Sorry, if they give me an accept, I put it on water for the cult spade, and I probably advance ship a 3rd time this round. Mermaids are playing like I would if I were mermaids playing against cultists, giving someone an entire cult spade in exchange for a free power. They declined the first one, so I got a half a coin instead of a full coin, which you guys freaked out about. Then they gave me the second earth coin, or the second earth step, and now they're giving me a spade. So I guess they're just having second thoughts. You get 9 points for pass. If I upgrade ship, yep. Which I guess I should. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Fatty. Like, I normally have a hard time carving out town spaces, but now as well with the shipping stuff, like I just think I just get up to B2 pretty quickly on 3 ship. I just need 1 dig. Oh, I called spade here probably, and yeah, I just go up here, and it's just 3 pretty chill towns. I probably can smash a couple this round. I might get, yeah, I'll get 2 towns in the town round, and then I'll squeak out a 3rd town up here, and I'll just have a stranded dwelling. She's passing for the spade. Nomads, I feel like, have a monster round here. What else are they doing? I mean, they just have so much stuff. God, they could just build out all their trading posts or something. Yeah. Well, the thing is I think I get it next round. I'm advancing ship here. And I'm cult spading E3. Yeah. The question is, do I have neighbors up here? I mean, we'll know next round. What I want to see is a witch's stronghold, and then we're golden. Yeah. So now I just pass for the dwelling scoring or 6 coins or 5 coins, and I don't really care. I mean, actually, maybe I want a ton of coins because I want to build a sanctuary next round for water 1. Actually, that's super what I want to do. I would justify this because it gets me water 1 and it gets me this town in a town round. Yeah. So I really just want, so I need 8, 9, 10, 12 coins. 8, 12, yeah. Yeah, I can use priests to workers because, I mean, I should also fight cults a bit. But yeah. I've sent 1 to a cult. I have a 3 spot. Look at me go. I mean, one option is like if mermaids pass, like take the dwelling scoring and just like spam out dwellings. Sanctuary route would leave A3 and A4 open because I basically just have enough stuff to get up here, but I think that's okay. Water 2. It's tempting. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the other thing with nomads, I think what they should do is just take this and bridge, build a stronghold somewhere, and just take this. And this is a sanctuary town. Over and over again, I've seen this as like a lovely little sanctuary town with nomads. I think this is just a hex, and it's just expansion. It's just, I don't think this is a town. I think this is a stronghold. Yeah, they're definitely probably building strong. I mean, yeah. The strongholds I find with nomads just play very nicely into town rounds. Mind you, if they stronghold, okay. So they're just building a million TPs this round. Which I don't mind for them, I mean. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 8, 9, 10. Oh yeah. Is Cult Step worth a coin? Yeah, it actually probably really is. So I'm just passing here. And there's actually no water 1 rush, I don't think, because nomads are just building their TPs. Yeah, our game's fine. But in any case, unless they're building a temple this round, surprise, that would be awkward. But yeah, I think they're just building their TPs this round, and they just stronghold next round, and they sanctuary for air 1 or fire 2 or something in round 6, and I think that's a really good game for them. Oh, I see your point about, I was sort of half joking, well, half pushing back against you, Ryan, when you were like, your priests are just workers. And I was like, man, I need, like, fight cults. But I get your point. I'm counting my resources now. One of my priests is super a worker next round. Because I have enough stuff. It's like Sanctuary H4, build a dwelling on E3 and a dwelling on B2. And I'm really, really happy. And then that's six workers. And then the other one just goes to fire. Yeah, because I want my worker production up. This is going to be a round 5 hard. It's going to be a lot of workers, actually. Trying to count a few rounds ahead. But I'll have 6 workers going into round 6, ignoring past tiles. And I need like 10 for a town, unless I fire 2. No, I need more than that. 2 towns is going to be hard. What I want is probably... I don't know. What do I want? 2 towns in round 5 is going to be difficult. What's the point? Oh, what am I talking about? Fireworkers, right. Cultists, that's their ability. They get free shit. Ha. Nailed it. I was like, why is this looking so hard for cultists to build 2 towns? Well, obviously they're econ. Yes. Well, probably 9 workers going into round 5. Yeah, I'm thinking of them like... Yeah, I think of like a normal faction. Yeah. Because for most factions that would be, right? But... Man, nomads build up so much that they can just get... Yeah, I think this is the sweet spot for them, is just 3 TPs. This looks really, really nice. And now they just pass on the dwelling scoring. They get a stronghold out, a dwelling. Maybe they get a second one. Yeah, this Nomads game is great. Love it. I don't know who this player is. It just looks so nice. It is a little unclear how many towns they're going to put together in round 5. Unless I'm miscounting something. Because they want a sanctuary here. And then this is a sandstorm. But they won't sanctuary this round. So this probably isn't a town. And then I guess they can probably stronghold. Yeah, they could probably eco actually both of these. Yeah, they get both of those probably. Nomads have a major worker issue. Yeah, it gets solved pretty quickly. They just stronghold, they get down a dwelling, they pass, they get 1 million workers off the cults. It's fine. I think they're okay. That's why this TP sequence was nice for them. It's just like a nice balance of econ. Anyhow, I should play my own game and appreciate my own game and not just gush over what everyone else is doing. But I don't know. Sometimes when I'm playing certain games, I just like how things are sort of working and how someone's playing, and I just like can't help but just kind of like admire the sort of sequence of their own game, and then I get distracted. Anyhow, they take coins. That makes a lot of sense. I guess I'll just sanctuary here. Oh, but then I can't give them any power. So I should just give nomads more power so I can get more fireworkers. What I was hoping is to get on a decent pass tile next round. Well, the ship tile, the dwelling scoring is going to suck next round because I'm probably building up like a maniac, but... what was I doing? Oh, I'm taking water 1. Right, I remember how to play this game. And then I send a priest to fire, take a cult step on fire, or with this guy. So I get up to 8 dwelling priest conversion. So one of my priests goes to fire, the other becomes a worker for here. And then I'd love to pass on to ship VP, but that doesn't seem super likely given that mermaids are behind me. So I'll try to just get 7 coins, I guess. Well, no, mermaids. Well, wait a second. It's one of those weird things where mermaids are going to have a short round. But everyone else wants to stay in. No, nomads have kind of a short round. Yeah. I need 14 coins, 9 workers, and a spade next round. Shit. It's a lot of stuff. You think nomads probably always connect here. No way that gray should ever get taken. Why do nomads need the gray for connect? Oh, okay, this stuff. Oh, I see what you mean. Right. Well, they can also just do shippy stuff. They can also just do this and ship, right? 1, 2, 3. C6. Yeah, I see what you mean. Priest Earth might be more valuable. Might be. Yeah. I'm gonna do this. Oh, thanks, Fatty. Good luck with your game, man. Well, I'll try to remember to check in on it in a bit. I also might not be able to town next round. I guess I really should freaking try is the thing. But I'm gonna take this left spot on Earth. Yeah. They need a bridge, and I think they just take it this round. I mean, no one else really. Because there's no bridge pressure, but we could have cut off nomads. Oh, I see. If we did C7, I mean, we'd have to give up a lot for that. But yeah, if we did play that game. You friggin' serious? I mean, how would I get... I'd need to dwelling... Yeah, well... I'm out of stuff. I don't really have 2 workers. I mean, I guess I have a single spade, and like all my stuff is a single spade and 2 workers. I think I have a lot of my own problems that I gotta worry about. So I just want this, right? I mean, I guess the other thing is that a priest of fire is also just a worker. Realize the math is a little different because eventually you overproduce priests. What is nomad shipping at? 0. Like sending a priest of fire just gets me that worker, and then I can just build it on B2. So I think it's... Is it this? I think it's this. I think it's that. It's been a lot of lies, all lies. I said I was building B2 this round, but... Okay. Can we just smash that ship VP? I think nomads don't super want it, but they might be okay to take it anyhow. Unless they want... What else do they want to do here? I mean, what else are they even doing this round? Okay. Oh my gosh. That's spicy. I mean, I guess it makes sense. Ship VP is a block, except for if they're towning up next round. Oh, okay. Why are they doing that now? Yeah, I don't know anyhow. I'm muttering. Alright, well I'm good to just pass. I mean, I could probably play with fire. How important is this worker next round? Probably not. I mean, 1, 2. This town is going to be so hard to get, guys. I'd need one, like... Actually, a way that I could town is by not building this trading post, building 2 over here, and then building a temple for fire 2, which is actually probably going to be helpful up here anyhow. Unless I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 workers. Okay. And then a single spade. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 14 coins, which I have with a coin town. So I just do it without fire 2? Or do I just fire 2 to make my economy a little bit better because I don't have to build all these damn TPs? And then it also just helps me get this 3rd town. And the 3rd town happens by building dwellings up here and getting a bridge next round. That I don't know. But any of those decisions don't really matter. I'm just passing for the ship VP. So we'll just figure it out. All right, pull fire 2 and stuff here and dwellings up here and maybe a squeako to bridge. Or just go ham with like TP. The 4 TPs next round seems really bad, guys. It's just not enough workers. I don't love it. I also don't... I've been more recently starting to appreciate the... appreciate fire 2 more for this reason, for these reasons. But maybe you guys hate that. What do you think? The other thing is, if I want the 2 key town, I probably should just build a damn trading post on H3 and take it. So building... I think you need to end the round with enough workers to support your TPSD. Trading post... What does that mean? 3 priest production feels excessive. You like 3 TPs. Then ship up... I mean, I could. The thing is, I just want to have that many more workers. Oh, you're talking with... Oh, I see. So 3 priest production seems excessive. Yes. Yeah, that is the thing about fire too, is it is straight up converting, like at that point, 3 coins basically to a priest. Maybe. I mean, the non-networky thing to do is just to build a bunch of TPs, ship up here, be a bit taller, and finish this this with a stronghold, and it's basically going to be like 11 structures or something. Like that feels like a sequence. Going fire 2 and less TPs and more workers just feels like I get more stuff out. But I guess the question is, where do I even expand to? Like I can expand through here, but it's just Earth 1 points. It's not actually making my network any bigger. So this disconnected dwelling isn't just like one dwelling off my network. It's also like I'm cut off from the entire half of the map where there's all this expansion. Trading post stress disorder. Would you have coins to support third town? Oh my god, you guys are asking a lot of good questions that I don't super have the answer to. TPSD? D1's worth it if I get C5 and C7 and stuff and I actually do expand. Then maybe a triple dig to, you know, it's expensive. I mean, your network's not going to be that huge if you are triple digging stuff, but I got to think about this for a second, guys. This is, who am I fighting for town stuff? Which is a fire 2, so they can just town up. I can just town up with the 2 key towns gone. Maybe I have fire 2 for a cult town and lock up fire. It's a little awkward because in this current economic state, like normally I would think I want coins here, but it's a little awkward because I've been building a bunch of trading posts. I really want this power for like spades because I'm actually more worker shy. I'm going to be more worker shy coming up. I think I need it's just definitely coins here. Yeah. It's coins here, and then it's single spade on G1 if I get the leech, and then it's fire 2, and then it's dwellings. It's just like a better economic like blend, I think. I'll be right back. I remember to unmute the mic. Nomad's getting 3 towns would be insane. Yes. Which is why I should think about this sequencing. I want to win fire. I'm taking fire 2. I've already said that I'm taking a cult town. I want a single spade and a bridge, and I really don't have power for either of those. So is there a world, do I actually just build on A3 right now? I want a bridge, and I hate round 6 bridge pressure. I want to pass when it makes sense. I don't have to pass for a bridge. That's my point. Nomads don't have power for a bridge. Witches don't want one. Neither do mermaids. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I'm building 2 towns this round. Yeah, it's going to look something like this. I think it's a hard dig on G1, a dwelling, 2 TPs, a temple, not in this order, fire 2, 2 towns, one of which is a cult town to lock up fire, maybe even a worker town, build these dwellings, and take a bridge. And then cult spade like A2. That's basically what's happening here. Yeah. So I just don't want to get bridge blocked, but I don't think I do. I don't think anyone wants a bridge other than nomads who can't afford it. So this is just more earth spades. Oh, shit. Nomads are on this hex this turn. Damn, they are everywhere. Like, why wouldn't they? The easiest way to form this town. Like, I really want them to build a trading post here and sandstorm this stuff and try to set up this town for round 6. But they can also just, like, sandstorm this and build 2 dwellings. And then my town's really annoying. Mind you, I'm probably getting 2 earth spades. So that... Ugh. This is a spade cheaper and comes with 2 neighbors. Because mermaids will be here, presumably. Nomads take this as a neighbor on this hex and an extra. Like, it's kind of rough. Okay. Cult towns are disappearing. I probably do want one of those because I heard they're pretty good. Well, I'm going fire 2 cult town next turn. That's my turn. I mean, mermaids might take it right now, right? They have fire 2 and they want their landscape down. It's probably what this is. It's just a hard dig or something for a landscape in a cult town. It's actually a little annoying. Yeah. Oh, or just a power spade. Fair enough. Don't take a cult down here. Kind of want one. Yeah, it's a little annoying. So I think it's fire 2. I should think about this. Yeah, it does. Like, I could just lock up fire now. It also gives me power. Means that I have less spades. Also, nomads are up here, so now I only have 1 cult spade, and I'm guessing nomads are here. Makes 3 towns kind of ugly. Power town. These are all wonderful ideas. Yeah. Yeah, 5's gone. Yeah, so it is, it's step on fire. It's fire 2. This does give me a town key. Yeah, I'm good. And then it's a worker town. and then one of these is a worker. Like I can, or one of these is a worker this round. I can send one priest to a cult this round. Which, I mean, what am I going to do? Send one to water? Like, I don't know. Not looking great. I think what's happening is I'm building a dwelling on A3 and I'm hard digging a landscape on A4 to protect it from nomads, and then I'm hard digging G1 and building a dwelling and a trading post, which I have enough stuff for. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 workers, sort of. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 coins. I'd be left with 2 coins. Yeah, exactly. Because what I want is to take a bridge this turn. And then it's probably just the 11 pointer. I can make use of any of this stuff. They're both the same. It's just 2 points a worker. So I can take the 11 pointer or pay 2 points for a worker or 4 points for 2 workers. Mermaids may put both cult spades on gray. Oh, this is interesting. So I'm getting coins next round. I'm actually okay with that. This is probably, yeah, spade. Yeah, so I'm just getting like one of these. Talking about I4. Oh. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, do that, mermaids. Do you have enough stuff? Do you need to hard dig and then build 3 dwellings and 2 TPs? If they're priests or workers, they can afford it. Yeah, it's there. Yeah, not being particularly good at anything. It's true. I mean, I have another town coming in this round. I have a 9-point pass tile. And I have probably network points on mermaids this game? Question mark? I mean, he hasn't upgraded shipping at all. And if he's doing a town down here, which, I mean, this is just very hypothetical stuff, but, like, his 8 structures out. I realize I only have 7, but still, I have more stuff. Like, I don't know. I think I get like, I mean, do I get 16 cult points and 6 network and a town and 2 towns coming in? Okay. I guess they get it with a bridge next round, right? This isn't bridged currently. Alright, so they are being annoying. Alright. Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. Is it deranged or is it just other stuff? Because like they already scored as many. Like they scored. I guess they don't have air one. Yeah, I guess they're not getting any additional. Yeah, I mean they scored 9 trading post points so far this game. Yeah. So this is a landscape. I'm cool with all of this. My problem is I think nomads might just take their bridge this turn. Which isn't to say I won't get one next turn, because no one really needs one, but it just makes me kind of vulnerable to bridge stuff. So, I guess like a step on Earth just does give me another cult spade here. Well, sorry, I'm doing one here. The question is where the second one go, and I can always just plop one here, which will just help with possible network stuff. Yeah, 11. So it's a little annoying to be doing priests to 2 workers and ultimately 3 coins to a worker to then get a cult spade, you know, that kind of thing. Okay, well this is actually this is sort of okay. So I still can't take the bridge right now because what I really want to do is, oh yeah, I can. What am I talking about? Yeah, I take a bridge. I take a bridge, and then I spend my last resources, everything other than 2 coins, which will be remaining, to build a trading post and take an 11-point town. Yeah, I mean, probably. I'll calc that. I do need a lot of stuff. This also means an expensive TP. This town is going to look like dwelling, expensive TP stronghold. So that's, yeah, probably means. I mean, the one thing is like I'm losing out on a points pass tile and just getting a bunch of coins. Yeah, they might use spades on B2 right now. No. I mean, this is all really nice. Oh yeah, what am I talking about? Fire 2. Fire 2 OP. So yeah, I need to calculate the last of my actions in the game and just figure out what else I'm doing. So it's 2 dwellings, trading post, stronghold, which is 1,000,000 coins. It's fun. So that would be both of those dwellings. And then I'll have a dwelling left, which goes on I-11. So let's shoot for this and then see what happens. So that's like 28 resources. 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, and I'm spending all of this other than 2 coins. So I have 2, 3, 4.5, 10.5, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, looks like a coin town. Yeah, it's super a coin town. B1. I can't keep up with you guys saying you probably have better ideas than I do, but anyhow, I'm just going to do this. Yeah, I can spade it back. Worker town? No, no. I need all the. I need like all these coins. Is the cult bump helpful for anything? It's not super helpful. I'm getting 2 steps. I mean, maybe it's helpful in air if I get 2 steps. I have 9 workers. I have 3 priest income. That's what I'm counting here. And I need 17 coins, and I have 18. And I have 19 coins and 9 workers. Right? So. Yeah, and then if mermaids take B2, I mean, my town is dead. It's true that this is it's very rough, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. Whoa. Nomads didn't take the ship BP? Yeah, they took the wrong one. Oh, that was their undo? Okay, so yeah, makes sense. New poll coming in. Mm. Did I factor in another dwelling into this? I did. I was greedy, right? Yeah. I mean, it would have been bad for both of us if they spaded B2. I mean, the thing is they have tempo on I4 in front of Nomad, so they can. I mean, I haven't calced the resources, but I'll say guarantee a town in the south, and they don't have that guarantee in the north, so I don't know. Yeah, but I could use my cult spades as my point, Hubert. Like, because I had two cult spades, so they could have cult spaded B2, and I could have just rage spaded them back to brown. Yeah, I'm sure they could have all like they were in front of me. I mean, mermaids could have used two cult spades on B2 for me to respond with two cult spades back to brown, and then they could have act 6 on B2. We could have done that dance, or they can just build on I4, right? Like, so like this was always very sketchy, but was I will argue at least calculated sketchiness, if that's a thing. I'm just gonna double check my resources again because if anyone's watched my streams before, you know how bad I am at making towns. So trading post, dwelling, stronghold, trading post, dwelling. 9 workers and 13 coins. 6, 7, 8, 9. 17 coins, sorry. So this power doesn't do much. No, I'm good. Cool. So I'm just taking my hexes like a good boy. Starting with this. Witches will stronghold fly to I2. They don't have a. I think that was a joke. They don't have a stronghold. Oh, you're saying, come on, witches bridge block. What else are you doing in this game? I see. Good question. What have they done in the last while since these towns? And also, how are we looking on network? What am I talking about doing? Getting 2 more dwellings down, which is 6 structures disconnected. So that's 12, a network of 12. I guess I can just count this way, 10 plus 2. That's an easier way to do it. I mean, witches just have so much stuff. Surely to God, they can figure out how to beat me on network. And mermaids, yeah. Mermaids, this is network 13, and they just, yeah, that's fine. Third, yeah, so third would be like against witches, basically. Yeah. Seems about right. So let's give me 3 network points. 8, 4, and 4. 16 cult. Pass for nothing. I build a trading post. I build a stronghold for 5 plus 7. I build 2 more dwellings. And then I take a town, which is, who knows? So it's that plus a town. I mean, I'm 3 moves away from a town. Nomads are dwelling, temple, trading post. So 3 if they don't want to take fire 2. Yeah. I mean, fire 2 is probably just best. Oh, there's no copies of fire 2. So I beat nomads to a town, so I'm getting an 11-point town. That's not terrible. Oh, dwelling sanctuary. Yeah, never mind. Oh, it's a big building round. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if this is a winning line. What everyone, like, nomads, we're worried mainly about nomads and mermaids, I guess, who both have pass tiles and also towns coming in. Nomads have a quicker town, so they get a better town. I take a worker town, which is probably just a resource point. Like, this is probably just an 8-point town, you know? So it's like, you know, and then I don't get any network points. So I think that's kind of the range we're looking at, is like 138 to 144 here. Nomads don't have any cults. They just have so many resources. What are nomads actually going to do? Like, they sanctuary for something. They don't have water 1. So building a temple and a trading post, like, is just not really... And they're already just going to win network. So they just, like, sanctuary dwelling and upgrade digs some, and maybe try to, like, send a priest to water. I don't know. Yeah, I guess they air 1. Yeah. So they sanctuary, they dwelling, they air 1. And then they just, like, upgrade digs or something. Oh, they upgrade ship. They need 3 ship. Right? 2 ship. This is all connected. So they need 3 ship. So they might want a priest action, actually. Because there's otherwise, yeah, I mean, they can only take a priest town if that action gets taken. But what would be really nice for them is to just be able to, like, I guess they can just take the 11-pointer and then probably the priest just comes back to them. The priest towns are gone, but, like, I guess that's the thing. If they take the 11-pointer right now, they're risking a lot, because then they need the town, like the priest town to come back, or the priest action to come back to them. So it's a bit of a gamble. I mean, if they get 2 power, they can just 5 power priest. Imagine if Coral Reef block shipping. That would be, I think, really cool, but very swingy. Okay, so that was, yeah. Air 1. I don't think it is the same. I'm still paying for the resources. The argument, Rafa, is that someone, like, the 11-point town and a priest action still gets them to 3 ship. Like, I think how you're evaluating this is like 4 plus 4 plus 3 is 11, so it's the same. But, like, if you can get to 3 ship anyhow by spending, like, a resource point, I think that's a really good sequence for them. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what the correct sequence for nomads is. Yes, the ship town, they can upgrade digs with priest actions. The ship town unlocks a priest, which allows them to convert resource points into a higher thing. Yeah, so there's a bunch of math there that someone can figure out in Discord. We can have a grand old argument about that. So I think here my early game was fine. Early to mid-ish, like rounds 2, 3 were very shaky. And then it recovered a bit, but probably not well enough to win. Something like that. Yeah, I wonder about some of those players' range. Like, usually alts, often alts, at least they used to be like created by like much more higher ranked players that would get to the 500s really quickly. Right? Like if it was like Ondas or something, he'd probably be above 500 after 23 games. But so like who is this person that after 23 games gets almost a 500 ranking? And I run into quite a lot of them. Yeah, I don't know. Because like I know after 23 games on BGA, I was not a 400 rated player. Like I can put together some okay games now, but like I also like it took me so long to get like anywhere with Terra. Like I said, steep learning curve. It's so hell. Who? So hell? Why is that name familiar? So hell. You guys are saying who? Displayer is so hell. Displayer 1, 2, 3. Should probably be paying attention to this a little bit more. I think all my moves are pretty much locked in. I'm just rushing this town and probably not going to get it. But I mean, so what do I do with these steps, guys? Like maybe a second step on water. Is that going to be a resource point? I guess I should. It's a close enough game. I should actually calc that shit. Because I don't think I'm ever getting to air. I don't have a spare priest, do I? Because I need 5 more workers. Unless I end up taking the worker town, then I do have an extra priest. Which is going to be a cult step. So let's count this, because that stuff actually matters here. Sometimes I'm too lazy to do this stuff, but it's like, I also just lost a game by a point, like an hour ago. In a stronghold. I'm just building a dwelling in a stronghold. Whatever, this math is chill. Just do it. 15. Yeah. So I have 2 resources left, because I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 17. I have 2 resources left, but I need 5 workers. So if I end up with a worker town, I'd end up with like, yeah, 1 worker and a priest. I mean, the question is, do I get another bump on air? And then I send a priest to air. That's pretty crap. So I think I just go to water. I don't know. It's pretty lame. Hoping this is a priest action. Oh, I have a cult bump. What am I talking about? Oh my gosh. I hope... Ugh. That was really crap. Because honestly, I wasn't sure what else to bump, and I forgot I had this cult bump and might be able to extract points from air. And honestly, it was the thing that got me closest to power, which I thought might be the difference between a resource point at the end of the game. The argument to water is this making the difference in a resource point at the end of the game for some reason, and that mattering. I mean, it's a very thin argument. This is protecting against a random Earth 3, which seems very unlikely. This is to try to chase points up here. But I assumed at the moment I took a step on air, mermaids are my only other step opportunity. They just wouldn't take it the next time. And then I would have a priest left as a bump if I took a worker town, but it wouldn't do anything. But with this cult step, it would have been better to take it on air. At this point, it doesn't matter because I'm just getting the 11 pointer. But anyhow. George. Ship down just as good. I'm just declining that stuff. Alright, let's get the show on the road. This is a lot of points here, guys. This will make us feel a little bit better. 5 points, 7 points, 11 points. So, Nomads did take the priest town. Yeah. And so you guys are saying that a ship town allows them to spend their unused resource on digs. And so that's better than just a worker town. Possibly correct. Yeah, it's an interesting thought. I'm glad I'm not Nomads right now and have to think through that. What are you guys talking about? It's been slow. It does feel really slow. It's been slow, but slow is fast. This game? I mean, it's been a bit... Are you just talking about the game? Or this round? Oh, yeah. They should have scooped up the 11 point. They would have figured it out. Like, I don't know. Wait, yeah, they would have figured something out. Mermaids just dwelling to the wrong place. Oh, psych. I see. Yeah, they wanted to do this town. Oh, I see. They wanted to town here with 1 TP. And Nomads can just knock that. Is that what you're saying? Yeah. I mean, Mermaids have water 1. They can build... It's certainly has network implications for them. Well, probably doesn't, really. They're just getting second network here, aren't they? I don't know. But yeah, it was definitely incorrect to spend a double spade action and then not secure that hex. Oh, you thought witches would take it. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's good. Like, they just lost a 3-power dig, and Nomads just lost a sandstorm, sort of. Yeah, hopefully that helps a bit. I'm just building a dwelling here, guys. Passing for not much. Just out of curiosity, I'm not quite seeing it. Why is that block by nomads actually inefficient? Like they already have their 3. I guess because the argument is now they have to build a temple and then a trading post in order to get this as a town, right? And so they just shouldn't temple TP. No water, 1 strikes again, right? Yeah. Yeah. Ugh. There's nothing I can do with any of this power, right? No, super isn't. Water 2. Okay, that means my call pump on water is fine. And it comes with a resource point. But I don't know if I'm going to keep these seconds. Probably. The landscape might actually help here. That's my resource point. I pass for nothing. I have a cult, and in theory... Whoa. I haven't been paying attention to Witch's game. Guys, am I getting clean 3rd in network here? Tell me I'm just totally... They have water 1 and air 1. Which means obviously don't value network. Oh no, they can still hard dig and use their flight. But they really just want another 4-point TP. 6 network points here would be super handy. The other thing that would be super handy is if nomads forget how the cultist landscape works and they Earth 3. Yeah, I thought it was Earth. Well, I thought it might have been Earth 3 and then like a priest, which is like 2 points. Man, and he just ends up with a ship town. I guess he has now extra priests, so he's just trying to mop something up on the cults. Power town. Okay. So we upgrade ship. Oh, he's just upgrading ship twice. That was just like an expensive coin town because his best conversion is just upgrading ship twice, or like upgrading ship once in digs. And then their water 2 ties mermaids. So they're just fighting each other again for points. Yeah, I'm not really sure what happened. Early on, this Nomads game was just like awesome. Yeah, the round that they built out 3 TPs was just like so nice. I was basically rooting for them at that point. Yeah. And so it was another TP with witches, so I'm just getting clean 6 network. So this is 148 here. Nomads are just upgrading ship twice, which makes sense. Oh, they upgrade ship twice, of course. They're on this ship tile. And then they build a dwelling somewhere. I'll pass and then we can... so they upgrade ship twice, and then they build a dwelling. Well, there's their dwelling points. And they have 96, and they pass for 9, and they get 18 network points. And they have 4, 2, 2, 2. 3 because of water 2. So I guess I do just beat nomads here? Seems wrong. Yeah. Well, I guess water 2 was a point. It's still sort of 2, it's 2 points in a swing of 2, but it just kind of splits it amongst two different players. Mermaids have a priest, right? So I guess mermaids just send it to, it doesn't really matter. I guess they send it to fire. I guess it doesn't really matter. Well, yeah. Yeah. Which I would normally support in a big network game, but they just don't need all these structures, right? Like, even if you have water 1, air 1, and you don't have earth 1 points, it's not a dwelling round. Like, if you just want to win network and just build more, like build a temple just so you can get another dwelling out, it can be fine. If like with earth 1 or water 1 plus network, can certainly justify that stuff. But like they didn't. The cults were also really spread apart, so 3 steps just never made a lot of sense here for a lot of people. Like this is like pretty fanned out, and nomads just have like yeah, they're gonna have a 2 structure edge on mermaids. I guess not. It's just a 1 structure edge with 2 shipping upgrades. I don't know. What? Twitch.tv. Mermaids win this? Well, I wasn't even counting mermaid stuff. Yeah, they must win this. No. I don't think. No, we're 148 here. It's close. And they're 146. I think we take it by 2 points. Yeah, exactly. I'm clean 6 network. And I mean, I shouldn't have been really, right? Like it was. This was too close, right? Like. Block your network on I2. Ooh. Yikes. Man, these players gave me a hammering. Neither of the games I played this evening were like, usually I get, one game that's like, you can get a thrashing or something. But if you play a few games, usually there's one of them that's a little bit more like, you don't have to think about every bloody sequence. But both of the games this evening, I played an engineers game earlier that was like pretty suspect. And 3-way tie for second place against fairly low ranked players. That hurt the UO. And then this one, which was like, I mean, after that temp ship double dig thing, like, this took everything I had in me and some risky stuff to like barely squeak this out. And I got everything. So this game was in a huge deficit, right? Because like, I mean, after the temp ship double dig thing, like things were looking rough. Like literally everything after that took all my like brain power to calc out what I thought was the most efficient line and take risks. All of the risks paid off, and I got the 11-point town, and I got clean 6 on network. And no one like 3-stepped on these cults, which could have killed me too, and stuff. And then that was like a 2-point margin. So yeah, that was this is sketchy Terra, guys. Do they win? Yeah, they would have to. I mean, they would have taken, I don't know where their resources are to build there, so they took a worker town, so do they have to take a power town in order to have the resources to build there? Like, they didn't end up with 3 coins, one of which was a worker or anything. So they need to come up with those resources. But certainly, like, yeah, even if they take a leech or something, if they figure that out, that's a big swing, right? To me, because they just get, well, it's 3 more network points for them. So maybe it isn't enough, because they would have had to do something in order to get those points. Yeah. Yeah, and I don't really know what mistakes I made in the early game. Like, if this was just sort of, like, is this foreseeable? Like, I don't know. Oh, my whole system's locked up, guys. Oh, there we go. That was sketchy. My mouse stopped moving. Because this was really rough. This, like, pass on to temp ship double dig stuff was pretty spicy. So I guess maybe I'm on team double temple isn't bad. Is that the lesson here? Because earlier on in the stream, my hot take is like, Nerdcube is wrong, double temple isn't always good, and you should just build dwellings when it says on the track to dig and build dwellings. But when did I upgrade shipping? It was round 3 before I decided to expand. I guess that's the thing. By round 3, what am I thinking? By round 3, nomads are a developed faction. Even if things don't go great for them, by round 3, nomads have a footprint. And so, you know, nomads starting here, this thing feels far away from here. It's a dig, it's a ship advance, and it's a dig. But nomads can just expand a lot quicker. So maybe what I was supposed to do is just open double temple. Just open Fire 1, Earth 1, or Fire 1, Earth 2, or something. Maybe Earth 2, there wasn't a lot of workers here. And then just get these hexes, or something like that. I'm curious what you guys think. Like, you know, I barely avoided disaster here. So the late game was fine, but like, how do I avoid that, like, possible disaster in round 3? I guess after playing this entire game, I don't really know that I've taken away many lessons of how you play cultists against nomads on this map, other than just, like, wing it. It's true, yeah. Opponents making mistakes is part of the game, yeah. Yeah. And because you have to take both, right? Like, you can't blame a loss on the fact that, like, a player did something that was disruptive to you. And I guess on the flip side of that, you don't, like, concede your own victory because some things broke well for you. Like, things go shit for you in a game, and then some things go well, and you hope to try to make it work. So I guess it kind of goes. Okay, so still the Fire 1 line was out. Just the single temple would have been okay? So George, your thought is, like, temple single spade, use my bonus spade, and get out 2 dwellings from the dwelling around, so you have some worker econ. Pass for temp ship or coins or ship VP or whatever. Buy a priest, unless you're on temp ship. Upgrade shipping twice, and then just build out 2 dwellings. And then in round 3 in the TP round, get a temple for water 1 or whatever you want at that point. Is that kind of what you think might have been less risky here, George? Asking for a friend. Yeah, thanks, Stranged. It's always good to have you in chat. Always appreciate A, the moderation in chat to fight against the spam, and B, you utterly trashing my early game, which I appreciate. Nothing I love better than a little bit of good, like, spicy dialogue in chat. That would have been the alternative, you think, George? Right. Maybe scoop up a round 3 Earth 1 if it's still there. If not, just a water 1. Don't know what happened before, but Nomad's taking 4 digs into ship advance before you just advance ship twice and make your own dwelling was really wrong, right? Taking 4 digs in a ship advance. Right. I think the thing is basically Nomad's got double dig in round 2 and round 3. Which is actually kind of a crazy sequence. Like, they had a slow start. I forget what their open was. They just templed for Earth 1. I took single spade and the bonus spade. I think their round 1 was it just they built a temple for Earth 1. I think they just bought a priest. They sent it to fire, which gave them some power. They passed. They did a double dig. And then they just, passed again, sent their priest off or whatever here, I think. And then they passed again for temp ship, which of course gave them the power and the tempo to just double dig again. So it was just this was the round 2 digs. I forget where they were. Yeah, it was here and here, and then the round 3 digs. So it was just kind of a crazy sequence from them. Anyhow, I'll stop talking at nauseum about Nomad's game, but I just find it really fascinating. It was a cool expansion. But you're thinking that it was bad that they got to do all that stuff before I just advanced ship twice and build on my own natural hacks. Yeah. He was able to accomplish a lot before I was able to get my shit together and advance ship twice. Yeah. Okay. So takeaway from this is that given the track, Temple Fire 1, Digs and Dwellings in round 1 is a great line. Enter Nomads into the equation, and you have to reevaluate Cultist that you don't get to play the track and build up workers early. You instead probably do have to go more the Temple shipping route in round 2. I think given Nomads in here, that's what you just have to accept that you need to do. And if you don't like it because it doesn't play the track well enough, then you need to evaluate that in the auction. I'm just going to quickly break down stuff and then I'll be, gosh, that's brutal. And then I'll wrap this stream up and let y'all go. Let's look at Leech. So, really? Huh. I realize that's a proxy for Leech, but where's the actual power gain through structures? Okay. So I didn't get very much Leech and it was very efficient. I guess, yeah. Yeah, I guess where I built, Mermaids eventually developed this stuff, but, yeah, I didn't really get a ton of Leech. Of course, it was all over here. It's funny, when I play Terra Mystica, I feel like I never have a feel of, if I got an insane amount of Leech, it's I'm always surprised either way when I look at the breakdown. It's I have no feel for that during the game. Track was fine. Favor tiles were fine. Bonus cards were fine. Towns were good. Area scoring was actually good, given the circumstances, and cults were classic lazy stuff. Yeah, it was just a tight game overall. All right, cool, guys. Well, thanks so much for hanging out and for doing this second stream. Not sure when I'll be streaming again. Probably another arena game at some point this week. And then I will, as quickly as possible, finalize the details for Open Table and post that in the Discord. It's almost certainly going to be Friday night. So Oh, you make a good point, Raph, of course. Cultists also gain power when people decline. I think that's what you meant. Yeah. But anyhow, thanks so much, everyone, for tuning in. I'm going to head out for now. Appreciate you all. It's always fun hanging out. I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.